heights of any team, Shams.
So you already have Victor Wembanyama and De'Aaron Fox, and now you're getting 2 lottery picks. One in Dylan Harper, who in a lot of years would have been the #1 overall pick, and then also Carter Bryant, a prototype 3-and-D prospect for this team. These 2 players should have an immediate impact in the league.
The Spurs, a team to watch. Now the starting group for San Antonio. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. Devin Vassell out there with Castle, and it's Champagnie at the 3, the small forward. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
Now here's Doncic. The 3 is up. Nails it from 3.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka gonna cook you.
Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Now here's Castle. Here's the 3. And Reeves pulls it down. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And there's a pick. Here's Hachimura. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
You know, I don't care how close you are to the cup. If Wemby is lurking, you got to do something else. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Castle. Doncic grabs the miss.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
From 11 feet away, San Antonio with a rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
A very sluggish start on offense. 4 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Smart against Vassell. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. To the inside. Here's Barnes. And he makes it. And we knew the Lakers had some work to do to balance his roster over the summer, Shams.
Yeah, the Luka trade was widely regarded as a steal, but that came right at the trade deadline, BA, so there was not much time to adjust and find the role players necessary. So now they've had a full offseason to fine-tune the roster, fine-tune the fit, so they find their center of the future in DeAndre Ayton, a good wing in Jake LaRavia, and also former Defensive Player of the Year, Marcus Smart.
And can we talk about Luka's revenge body?
He's definitely looking a lot more slim, BA.
Now here's Wembanyama. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Phoenix.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
Already an elite player in this league. The scary thing about Wembanyama is that he's only going to get better.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
were top 10 in lowest opponent scoring. They were a team that watched a lot of film, did their homework, and were able to be pretty good on the defensive end.
And their offensive execution was simply outstanding. They finished in the top 10 in field goal percentage because of how disciplined and focused they were on playing to their strengths. Here's Hachimura. In the game against Portland, very impressive. Doncic passes to Reeves. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, sticking it to them inside. Good luck throwing Ayton off when he attacks like this.
And more, we're seeing teams run one center with 4 perimeter players, Shams. What's changed?
Well, it's a copycat league. When things are going great, other teams want to copy. And so what we're seeing now is teams' most effective lineups, more shooting and more mobility. That usually overbalances any deficit you have as far as shot blocking or rebounding in today's NBA.
And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Hachimura really thrives in that mid-range area.
Spurs trail by 5. Castle outside. Pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Smart. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Perfect touch on the floater. Smart, he can be so crafty at times offensively.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and Coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Ryan, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Gotta be careful how you guard Ayton. He's so creative at finding ways to draw fouls.
These are his first free throws of the game.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low. Teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
First one falls for him.
And we know Ayton has all the tools to be a top big man in this league. He just needs to show it on a nightly basis.
Good on both. Some around the league, Shams, saying the Big 3 super team era is done. You see it that way?
Listen, BA, the latest CBA clearly is designed to spread talent around the league, clearly is designed for parity around the league, but I really feel like the super team era really came and went pretty quickly. We saw Miami with their Big 3 win it all. Kevin Durant to Golden State was really a one-off product of the salary cap spike in 2016. That's been about it. It's been about parity, but you still do need a couple stars in today's NBA to win.
Here's Doncic. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Now here's Barnes. He's coming off a 13-point game against Phoenix. Castle finds Wembanyama. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot-blocking teams. The Spurs, 4th.
They had the bodies and the energy needed to be a strong defensive team, and they made it hard for opponents to do damage.
At the line for 2.
He's off on the first. Hayes is checked in for the Lakers. And he sinks the second. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star Game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now, so the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
Here's Hachimura. Reeves up top, deflects the pass. Here's Barnes. That one's good. This game is all even. Barnes has got 6.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Hachimura outside. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. The Lakers with another miss.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Inside, here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Doncic passes to Reeves. To halt the run. And he buries his first look.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Castle. 26 points for him last game against the Suns in Phoenix. To the right side, Wembanyama, the open look. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. 11 points in the game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Smart for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. The Spurs have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Here's Barnes. Tipped. And they get it back. Wembanyama's shot is good.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Reeves, the pass to Doncic. Clock at 6. From outside, off the mark.
Hey, I think that green light they'd given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
Lakers trail by 4. Hachimura, the pass to Reeves. Now here's Hayes. Smart for 3. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. And we're seeing teams these days applying more early ball pressure. Why is that tactic gaining steam, Sean?
Well, pressure is always going to provide a level of stress, and so it's a way to wear your opponents down, force them to operate deeper into the shot clock, and really it's a way for teams to leverage their length, their depth, their athleticism. You are seeing it used in different strategies.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now here's Reeves. That shot off the mark. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Vassell outside. Pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious Vicious dunk by Barnes.
Now we've talked Barnes is athletic, he's strong, but he also has good bounce, so he gets up fast to ram it home.
Vassell against Doncic. Back to Reeves.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Barnes. Up top Castle. Back to Barnes. Lets the three fly. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
I also like the fact that they've been able to block quite a few shots so far, a testament to hard work and good positioning on the defensive end.
Now here's Barnes. 11 points in the game.
And they did a good job taking care of the ball, too. They were among the top 10 in fewest team turnovers. They didn't lose their focus too often.
And as for their shot blocking, interior defense was one of the hallmarks of this team. They protected the rim and forced teams to beat them on the perimeter. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Your team.
Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's checked in for Hachimura. LaRavia comes in for Doncic. And it's Smith in for Smart. So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Sohan's checked in for Barnes. Johnson comes in for Champagnie. Harper, he's checked in for Vassell. And it's McLaughlin in for Castle. And he drops the first. Both good from the line that time.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Reeves with the ball. Pass to LaRavia. They still need this. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Sohan. Finds the open look, and it's on target. And the Spurs lead by 13.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now here's Reeves. Here's Vanderbilt. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Jeremy Sohan. First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for the Lakers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Connects checked in for Smith. And San Antonio also making a switch. Bryant's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Spurs lead by 12. Pass to McLaughlin. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Sohan with the ball. He's against Hayes. Shots blocked.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
With 1 on the clock. He can't hit that time. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Spurs out. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Harper out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. Then it's Keldon Johnson. And it's Bryant in at the small forward position. Now here's Connect. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Hits the trifecta.
You're locked and loaded. Connect, ready to launch.
And the sense was the back half of this year's draft was a little thinner than normal. Why was that, Sean?
Because the money is getting bigger and bigger in college basketball. And a lot of those potential late first or second round picks can just simply make more money in college than go to the NBA. So as these new rules start to regulate and the revenues potentially get shared more across the schools, potentially it normalizes a little bit. But these players in college are able to make essentially the NBA minimums, if not higher the NBA minimum, even as second round potential picks.
Good point. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Lakers going out and acquiring superstar talent in Luka Doncic. LeBron James said, everything I do on the floor, Doncic has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age, he's such a unique, special player. A generational talent. Back to you.
They're happy to have him. Allie, appreciate the report. Here's Reeves, following that last three-pointer by San Antonio. They set the pick. And he jams it home with authority.
Reeves throws that one down, held nothing back.
Spurs lead by 7. Bryant outside. Johnson against Vanderbilt. Now here's Johnson. Not a lot of room. 5 to shoot. Bryant finds Johnson. Over Vanderbilt. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Outside Reeves. A different look for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Sohan. Champagnie comes in for Bryant. And it's Vassell in for Harper. And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Let's hear some noise.
Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Back to Vanderbilt. 6 on the shot clock. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Shams, we talk a lot about LeBron James, his future as a player, but we also start thinking about expansion of the NBA. What do you think LeBron James' future as a potential owner is?
Yeah, LeBron James has told me over the past year he wants to be an NBA owner after his career is over, preferably in Las Vegas. If the NBA expands in Vegas, gets a team there, he very much wants to be the owner of that team, and he's someone that's valued at $1 billion. Let's see what happens when his career is over.
I think he can afford it.
I think so.
And the Lakers have possession. The Spurs making their last shot. It's connect with a drive. And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it. And a moment to check out who the San Antonio Spurs have coming up. On Friday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And you know, for that matchup with the Warriors, that's one that I'm particularly curious about. Should be a fun matchup with the rosters those teams have.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Connect. Now here's Vassell. No made baskets yet. Outside Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama hitting from deep.
Boy, are they shooting the three extremely well this quarter. My, throwing some gas on the fire for sure.
Doncic passes to Reeves. Back to Doncic. Tries to break his ice. And he takes it up and lays it in. That's 7 points for Luka Doncic.
Luka is a massive guard. He can do damage inside just as easily as outside.
And there's the screen. To the middle. Stolen by Ayton. LaRavia outside. Doncic on the wing. And they recover it. Hachimura with a screen on Vassell. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Love the playmaking ability of Reeves. Looks to me like he improves this area of his game every season.
Johnson against Ayton. Johnson passes to Wembanyama. Over Hachimura. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist by Johnson.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
Reeves against Vassell. Now here's Reeves. Guarded closely. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Vassell. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 now. Let's go with a 3. And Vassell is good for 3. Vassell's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Tonight, their first look at this San Antonio squad this year.
Last year shows that having the better overall record doesn't mean you're going to dominate the lesser opponent.
Guys, they split the season series, and you know, there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to McLaughlin. Now here's Johnson. Here's Champagnie. Still no points. Excellent D there from LaRavia.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
Outside Reeves. LaRavia outside. Lets it go from deep. And the three-pointer goes. LaRavia's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
It's Sandman time. Get ready to live like everyone is watching. The next dancer. We have a dancer.
making a change here. Smart's checked in. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for McLaughlin. Spurs lead by 8. Outside Wembanyama. Six to shoot. Wembanyama, effortless inside.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done.
Ayton, the screen on Vassell. From deep, here's Doncic. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Chalk up 2 there. And now it's a 12-point San Antonio lead.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Hachimura. Ayton, the screen on Barnes. And it's Hachimura on the drive. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Hachimura's got 4 points this quarter.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Down low. Here's Smart. Can't get it to drop. Good work defensively by Castle. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
Yeah, flat-out dominant score. Wemby's ability to capitalize from anywhere on the floor is what makes him so dangerous.
Stolen by Wembanyama. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. He's had 6 attempts at the line. He's made 5 of them.
And you love his aggressive approach offensively, drawing foul calls left and right.
And he clearly has been feeling it when he gets to that line. Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
The free throw no good for Wembanyama.
In the first quarter, I thought he did a great job getting to the line, but he's been a little less physical as the game's gone on.
Back to Ayton. Pass to Hayes. Shot clock at 6. Smart passes to Ayton. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Ayton's got 6.
And Smart has always been a good passer, but in recent years, he's really honed in on his playmaking abilities.
Outside Barnes. Over to the wing. San Antonio moving the ball around. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Smart outside. Pass to Hayes. Doncic up top. Shoots over Vassell. And it's Doncic missing.
They'd love to get more help from him offensively right now.
Vassell against Doncic. Here's Champagnie. No points so far. Right side, Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, Shams with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league. I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Now here's Wembanyama. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. And that's now 30 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Yes, shot making, playmaking. Wembanyama can do it all offensively.
Wembanyama against Ayton. Pass to Smart. For three. Rebounded by Champagnie. Champagnie's got 4 rebounds now.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
Left side, Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. San Antonio on top, up by 16. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the San Antonio Spurs.
When you shoot it efficiently, the probability of winning goes way up. It also saves you wasted energy.
Yeah, sometimes teams try hard, but they're disorganized. Not these guys.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at the Lakers. You watch their games. They've had some highs, some lows. Still putting it all together.
Which you could say about most teams around this time of year.
Yeah, not a big insight, big fella.
What?
Now we're just messing with you. We're just messing with you.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And as we dive into the set, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Well, Clark, for a while there, it looked like the center position might be going extinct. Not so fast, though.
Well, you've seen Embiid and Jokic win MVPs recently. It's a skills game for sure, but size always helps.
Hachimura at power forward with Ayton at center. Luka Doncic is out there with Marcus Smart, and it's Reeves in at the small forward position. That's the group for J.J. Redick getting going here in the second half. Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Kicks it out to Smart. Pass to Reeves. And here's Doncic. He's guarded by Castle. And it's good. 2 points. Doncic has got 9.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Vassell outside. It's stolen by Smart. Hachimura outside. Smart looking around. Hachimura finds Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Hachimura. Launches it. Rebounded by Castle.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, team. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide." Back to you, Brian.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, thank you. Now here's Barnes. 11 points in the game. San Antonio moving the ball around. And it's in there. Wembanyama's got 36 points.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Back to Reeves. Hachimura outside. The Lakers with another miss.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Vassell passes to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Yeah, the dunk by Wemby might be the most effortless dunk you'll see.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Lakers.
Smart outside, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Vassell. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. That three's off the mark. Hachimura finds Smart. Doncic outside, jacks up a three, hits the three-pointer. Doncic has got 12 points.
You know, if Luka wants the three-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
Castle on the wing. Wembanyama, screen on Doncic. Outside for Wembanyama. Again, the Spurs score.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
Ayton with a screen. And here's Reeves outside. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Champagnie. And here's Barnes. It's stolen by Doncic. Hachimura against Barnes. Doncic outside. Off target with the three.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside for Wembanyama. He buries it from three. Wembanyama's got 43 points.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Back to Doncic. Pass to Smart. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Spurs lead by 22. Castle outside. Kicks it out to Barnes. 4 on the clock. Misses the three. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. That kicks off a 5-game road trip for the club. The Spurs have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Castle outside. Wembanyama, screen on Doncic. Castle misses. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Hachimura up top. He's guarded by Barnes. That one's good from Hachimura on the assist from Ayton. Hachimura's got 8.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Barnes with a screen on Reeves. Pass to Barnes. Now Wembanyama is covered by Aiden. Castle outside. For three, Vassell. Doesn't go that time. Lakers trail by 20. And for all the optimism, Grant, the Spurs having to navigate some tough seas with health challenges.
Yeah, the legendary Greg Popovich moving to a front office role. Then Wemby suffering a blood clot too. Some trying times, but this team's foundation of togetherness has helped.
The shot by Reeves, no good.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Barnes finds Castle. San Antonio again can't hit.
Look, bad shooting nights happen to everybody. He's just got to feel fortunate that his teammates have picked up the slack for him.
Hachimura sets a screen. Here's Reeves, and he lays it up and in. 9 points in the game.
Austin Reeves has handles that are kind of sneaky but very effective. He's clever at getting shots for himself.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Get on your feet, make some noise. It's T-shirt time. It's T-shirt time. Let's see who wants one. Let's go crazy. The t-shirt. I can't hear you.
The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. On defense, Los Angeles. Now Castle. Outside Johnson. Offline with a three.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Smart passes to Doncic. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. Smart's got his third assist of the night.
That's his second tray of this half. For the game, he's got 9 points from beyond the arc.
Here's Champagnie. Yet to see a basket. Castle right side to stop the drought. No luck on that one. Good D by Doncic. Lakers trail by 15. From behind the arc. Good work defensively by Castle. Pass to Vassell. Now here's Barnes. He's covered by Reeves. And Barnes, the bucket, on the assist from Vassell. Vassell's got 4 assists in the game. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Doncic. Takes a three. Another miss by Doncic.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Pass to Aiden. Now here's Reeves. There's the steal. Johnson with it. Picked up by Reeves. The shot by Johnson, no good. Lakers trail by 17. Up the floor. Hachimura, the pass to Smart. And here's Doncic. 4-3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Barnes has got 5 rebounds in the game. Castle outside. Vassell outside. Three-pointer, no good. Vassell's gone 1 of 5 from the field. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Brad.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
Reeves oozing with confidence on shots like these. Really good job capitalizing there.
On the wing, Vassell. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Hayes comes in for Reeves. Larabia's subbed in for Smart. Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Now here's Vassell. He got a piece of it.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
And that one's good. Larabia. San Antonio leading by 12. And here's Vassell. 1:21 left in the third quarter. There's a screen. Here's Castle. And that one is hammered home.
Comfortable with the ball in his hands, the rookie Castle just goes to work on them with the dribble move.
Hachimura outside. Hayes against Johnson. Now here's Hayes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Doncic. Over Castle. Good work defensively by Castle. The Spurs shooting 37% since the beginning of the third quarter. San Antonio moving the ball around. Vassell with it. Hayes picks him up. And it's blocked. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Doncic feeling it out a bit. No good with the triple.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. That is good offense, unselfish play.
Ayton, a screen on Vassell. Here's Larabia. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's San Antonio in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points a key to this lead. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
Let's get loud for this.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Inside at the 4 and the 5, it's Sohan and Wemby. Harper out there with Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Johnson in at the 3. San Antonio leading by 16. Here's McLaughlin. Three-pointer off the mark. Connect on the wing. To the inside. Vanderbilt, the pass to Reeves. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
You know, Reeves is such a crafty and clever player. He's so good at finding ways to score inside.
Hayes against Wembanyama. Up top, Johnson. Here's Harper. Wembanyama screen. Harper misses. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Outside connect. Three-pointer. Sohan with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Sohan. Wembanyama, screen on Vanderbilt. And it's Sohan off the drive. The 3 from Wembanyama. San Antonio again can't hit. Lakers trail by 14. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Outside Reeves. Off target from three-point range.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
McLaughlin pass to Sohan. Over to the left wing. Wembanyama against Hayes. Pass to Harper. Over connect. San Antonio again can't hit.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Back to Reeves. Here's Vanderbilt to the wing, right side. Outside connect. Now here's Reeves, tightly guarded. Pass to McLaughlin. To win the drought. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Reeves with the ball. Vanderbilt, a screen on Johnson. Reeves, the pass to Laravia. Takes the three. The shot by Reeves, no good.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Here's Johnson, and down it goes. 2 points. And the Spurs lead by 16.
I love the competitive edge Johnson plays with, scoring on the D with tenacity.
Now here's Reeves. He's covered closely. Pass to Laravia. Oh, deflected. Outside connect. The three is up. Rebound by San Antonio. 22 was their biggest lead. Here's McLaughlin. San Antonio moving the ball around. Fast break. Here we go. Laravia passes to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Changes here for the Lakers. Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. And Doncic has subbed in for Connect. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Sohan. Champagnie comes in for Johnson. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for Harper. And Stephon Castle subbed in for McLaughlin. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle, and they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
After 1-3 in the first half, there's a second right there.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Reeves. It's good from the top of the key. Reeves has got 9 points here in the second half.
Things are clicking. Reeves in a groove, and he knows he doesn't need to slow down. Keep it coming.
Pass to Champagnie. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Smart's checked in for Los Angeles.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for Los Angeles. Number 36, Marcus Smart.
Barnes finds Vassell, fires from deep, and Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Outside Reeves. Doncic outside. Over Castle. And he can't bank that one in.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Hachimura against Barnes. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Now here's Smart. Pass to Reeves. Out on his own on the break. Pushing it up now. Here's Wembanyama. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
The assist from
Wembanyama's got 47 points. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Castle right side. Puts up a three, and Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game. Doncic against Barnes. Doncic passes to Reeves. Kicks it out to Smart. 5 on the clock. Back to Reeves. Puts up a deep three. Rebound by San Antonio. Barnes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Smart against Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama double team. Spurs need to get one up here. Castle for 3. Rebound, the Lakers. Ayton's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Stolen by Vassell. Castle outside. Vassell outside. Outside Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Barnes, no good.
He had 1 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
Pass to Doncic. Hachimura outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Vassell with it, guarded now by Smart. Double on Wembanyama. Castle left side. Over Doncic. Castle misses. And so Smart will bring it up for the Lakers. Reeves, the pass to Hachimura. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Clark, last season, the Lakers reached 50 wins for the 34th time in franchise history. An incredible number.
Yeah, that's a big-time number. And only the Celtics have more 50-plus win seasons with 37 total. And I think the difference in championships is between these two franchises, the Celtics with 18 and the Lakers with 17. Consistent greatness for both franchises, clearly. 2 pillars of the league.
And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
And both free throws good for Hachimura. Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season, but a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
Now here's Doncic. Pass to Reeves. Ayton with a screen. It's Reeves with the drive. Using the glass to lay it in.
Yeah, I tell you what, when Reeves is focused in, I mean, he's tremendous.
Spurs lead by 13. Castle outside. Wembanyama, screen on Smart. Vassell against Smart. Here's Wembanyama. Wow, that wiry strength of Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Show some love on the Laker Girls Dance Team.
Castle against Doncic. On the wing, Smart. Let's loose for three. Wembanyama rips down the board. San Antonio leading by 15. Vassell outside. Here's Wembanyama. Barnes outside. Beyond the arc. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
Total mix-up right there. They need to get on the same page and fast.
The Lakers shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Ayton, a screen on Castle. Oh, the shot is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by Doncic. Lakers trail by 15.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Spurs.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of Game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in Game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Victor Wembanyama.
Boy, I loved his approach. Businesslike, methodical, highly productive. When they needed points, he was the one that got them.
Now here's Castle. Now Wembanyama. Here's Castle. It's Barnes on the wing. Hachimura covering. Wembanyama. From deep. Not that time. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.